This is the Merienda Stories podcast.
We aim to offer a virtual table for people all over the world to share their stories. Because we believe that exchanging life experiences is one of the best ways to learn, grow, and enrich life.
We are just real people having real conversations about real life.
Over a nice merienda, why not? My name is Ana.
And I am Jesus.
And we are your hosts at Merienda Stories.
Okay, so let's start.
Cool. So, welcome to episode 2 of Merienda Stories. We're really excited today because we have a guest, and Jesus will introduce him.
So his name is Meisam. He's from Iran, and we have been friends for already quite a few years, at least 5 or 6. We met in Munich, where we both live currently. And I'm really glad to have you, Mason, here and talk about very interesting topics. Welcome to Merienda Stories, episode 2.
Yes.
Thank you.
By the way, Mason, do you have any merienda with you?
No, I didn't bring anything.
That's totally fine. Actually,
I thought you will give me at the end or something.
Well, we should do that, yes.
We are not there yet, but
yeah,
it might happen in the future.
Maybe in episode 100, you can join us again, and then we might be, have more budget for that.
Oh.
But maybe you can tell us what would be a typical snack actually that maybe you grew up with as a child? Like, what is your favorite snack?
My favorite snack. Oh, cool. Nuts. We eat lots of nuts. Yeah, and the hazelnut, walnut. And then when you mix them with raisins?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Raisin, exactly. German and English. When you mix them together, it tastes super good. So I had a grandmother of my father, not my own grandmother. And whenever we went to her home, actually, she gave us lots of them. She put the hands in her pocket, and then
just directly from her pocket.
Yeah, it was
nice.
We liked her.
Like grandmas, they are the best.
Yeah, no, true. Actually, I think like nuts, if you have really good quality nuts, it tastes super different from just regular ones. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, good ones.
Yeah. Today actually is kind of a special edition of Merienda Stories. It's like evening already in Germany, so you could say it's what in Spain we call Merienda Cena, which is Merienda dinner. So I have something, actually, I think, Anna, you and me have the same, right? Because we are spending the weekend together. What is this, Anna? Tell us.
So I have the box. So it's biscuits from Amsterdam. I was coming from a business trip and I passed through the Schiphol airport and bought these. It's with like really good aged North Holland Gouda. So it's really, very cheesy. So sorry, Meisam, maybe someday we can share some. Or maybe someday you can, put some food through the screen and you can get some.
Where's mine?
Yes.
Sorry.
Next time.
Very juicy.
I mean, this, where's, okay. No, okay. What can I say?
Okay. Next time. And I'm having mine with radler, pink grapefruit radler. So it's half beer, half lemonade. But this one is like specific kind with the pink grapefruit. Really, really good. Nice. Cool. All right. Well, hopefully we can have merienda soon in person, Meisam, at some point. But all right, so maybe we can start with a little introduction. I think Jesus said a little bit about you, but could you maybe tell us about your hometown and like what brought you to Munich? Because you've been living in Germany for some time. What brought you there?
Long story.
You have time.
Good. I'm from Iran, as Jesus said. Did I say hello? Yeah, I say hello now. But I'm from Iran, as Jesus said, and I was born in Tehran. Tehran is the capital of Iran. And I lived there 25 years. And I was working there, I studied there. And at the end of the, like at this 20, when I got 25, I was not so happy with my situation and things were not going so well for me. Like, and I wanted to do something else and to experience like new stuff, but it's a cliche, but in my work, actually, I didn't have, at that time, I didn't have really progress. I didn't have the passion to do what I was doing. And I was thinking, no, I don't go anywhere with this job. And it's time to do something different. And I was a person who was too much dependent on the family as well. Like I did everything with my parents, or let's say my parents did everything with me. So
let's say it like that, yeah.
Yeah, you can. We traveled always together. We did everything together, and for me, it was like enough. I want my own life.
Yeah, 25 years. It's time to fly.
And then I did a radical flight. I left the country to Malaysia.
Okay.
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Okay.
Malaysia boleh. Means Malaysia can. It is a political country. And then I lived there for like 6 months. And my goal was not to stay in Malaysia. My goal was to move to Australia.
Wow.
But it didn't happen because from Malaysia, Australia, I had some plans in my mind. I do my master in Malaysia, master study, and then I go get a PhD in Australia, where I apply to become a skilled worker in Australia. But
so this was your plan?
It was the plan. But someone else had another plan for me, and the universe. And yeah, I got sick at the end of the 6 months. I got sick. Physically, I got sick physically, and I got sick mentally. And I told myself I go back home because I will not survive here. But on the other hand, I was thinking, yeah, I left the home, so I don't want to go back again there. And I was I started to find other possibilities. And then I found a position, a master study position in Sweden, Gothenburg. And then from tropical temperature weather, like 30 degrees every day, lots of rain, I went to Sweden like maybe 0, -2, -3, snow.
Whoa.
I studied in Sweden for 2 years. I survived. I liked the country. And then it was the end.
Then
2 years, it was the end. Yeah.
And what happened then for you to move to Germany? Why didn't you stay there?
I wanted to stay there. I applied for jobs, and at the end of the day, no. I found a job in Germany, in Munich. And of course, engineers go for the job. And I moved to Germany. I knew someone from this job before, so through him, I made some network. Like, he didn't give me the position directly, but a friend of him has an open position. And then I could come here. So
you came here, and you really like it. And 8 years, how long already? 8 years?
I came here August 2012.
Wow.
Crazy. That month I came for the first time to Germany also to make a language course. Yeah. So that month also, so it was the destiny. There was something amazing that we had to meet in life.
August 2012?
Yeah, also. Crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Which day? I remember the day.
I don't remember that much already. I'm already getting old, and my mind doesn't keep track of everything anymore.
So you moved around a lot. I didn't know this part about moving to Malaysia, then to Sweden. I also just learned that today, and then to Germany. So maybe tell us what what do you think is the best part of doing that? Like, because you made this decision that you wanted to leave home, and then you had some challenges and you had to kind of change the plan. You didn't stick to your original plan, but on the other hand, like, you kind of continued, and the plan changed over time. So what do you think were the, let's say, best parts of it, and maybe also the worst parts of that experience?
The plan actually changed 2 times. One was the Malaysia, Australia change, and I really wanted to stay in Sweden, but it was not possible. So what's the best part of that? Okay, like when I moved the country, for me, it wasn't need, it was a force. I was happy I was doing that, but also I was not happy that I leave my family behind me. But I had to decide. And the best part of all this process, all the things that happened, is that I get my dependency back. I could stand on my own feet. I was there 25 years. I was living with family. I was doing everything I was too much dependent on them. And to be out, and then I have the control of my life. I know myself what I'm going to do next. When I'm going to plan something, when I'm going to make a holiday, when I'm going to go back home to visit my family.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, the best is that I'm in control now.
I think it's really always a growth experience when you make these like life, changes. It helps you grow as a person, and like you said, get to know yourself also as a person, and develop. So maybe a little bit of a comparison of like how your life was in Malaysia, in Sweden, in Germany. Like, how would you, which do you like the most, let's say?
Okay, the most and also the worst.
The worst. I can say, okay, first thing I did in every 3 countries, I started learning the language, even in Malaysia.
That's good.
And,
whoa.
Yeah, and I say I think Malaysian language was not super easy for me to learn. After a while, I gave up. Then Swedish was, I think consider the language. Swedish is, if German is 100 pages of grammar, Swedish is 20 pages.
Oh,
you can see that.
What are we doing here still?
I don't know. And which one I like more? Actually, I cannot say which one I especially like more. Like different, like Malaysia, I like that it always warm. Okay, I didn't like that it was every day rainy. But the tropical weather, okay, it was warm. Like, I think the temperature I like there in Malaysia.
For sure.
But like,
you stayed in Germany. So what made you make that decision actually? And eventually you also now transfer or changed your nationality. So what made you make this decision? And I guess, how has that kind of impacted your life?
My work. I would say my work. Like, I'm here 8 years, and I wanted to get the German nationality because it could make my life easier. It could make, like, German passport is one of the best passports in the world. So you can travel to many countries without visa. Before that, I needed to apply for visa to go to many places. But with German passport, no, I am free to go everywhere I want to go.
And for you, really, this makes a huge difference, I guess, right? Because with your Iranian passport, you are much more limited and you need visa, like, for many places, right?
That's
so
true.
This is for you, like, wow, I'm free now. I have so much possibilities and so less paperwork. Cool.
That's true. That's true. That's true, my friend. I'm laughing because I got my passport somewhere at the beginning of last year. So
yeah, but timing.
What made me stay here? Like, okay, my job. I like my job, what I'm doing, but also I like the quality of life, especially in Munich. I think you have tram, you have train. 1 hour you're on the Alp. If you want to go to lake, so 1 hour you're on a lake in the Alp. You can go to Czech Republic, like 2-3 hours. You can go to Austria. You can go to Netherlands. You can go everywhere.
Yeah, that's another one. And maybe because you started talking about what you were doing when you first moved to those countries, that you were really, wanting to learn the language. Do you have any advice for people who are living in a country with a different language and trying to learn that?
I say if you want to stay somewhere for a longer time, you learn the language.
Yeah.
This is, I think, because you can mix with the people easier, and you can.
Yes, I'm.
Yeah.
Learn German.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Deutsch learner. And it gives you also more possibility. If you want to change your job, you can easily change your job. They look at the German level. And of course, if you go on the street and somebody swear at you, you understand that too. That's also the negative part of that. But it happens. I think it makes sense to learn the language.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I also know, Meisam, that you are like the type of person who does a lot of different things.
Yes,
Jesus told me. So he was talking about how you joined like TOASTMASTERS. So maybe a little bit about that. How did you decide to join, and like what has been your experience so far? And maybe what is TOASTMASTERS?
Yeah. I want to say that before. TOASTMASTER actually is an American organization, and the head office is in USA. And TOASTMASTERS has a what do I don't know exactly. They say TOASTMASTERS is where the leaders are made. And in TOASTMASTER, you learn the public speaking by doing public speaking, but also you learn other stuff beside that, and you learn networking, and you learn to organize the event. And like there are more than, I think, 30,000 clubs around the world in different languages, German, English, or many other languages. And each club has like, I think, between 25 to 30, 40, 50, even 100 members. And the structure of one event, the normal structure is that you go there and you stay in front of the people from the club and you deliver a speech according to a project that you got before. And then you get feedback from everyone on the club, which I think is super cool, yeah, because you put yourself there and you get this feedback, and of course you can use them to improve your skills in making presentation. And I think in the world now, we need to learn how to present if we want to not be on a normal level in our career, at least. Also in a relationship, like when you go there, if you can present yourself better, you can improve the level of the relationship. Yeah. But how did I do that? I was super shy. And
you were super shy. I cannot believe that.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that neither. And then I was just looking in internet, say, yeah, I want to not be shy. I want to do public speaking. It's the most scary thing for me at that moment. It was the most scary thing. And then Google gave me TOASTMASTER. And I searched in Munich and I found my club and I joined them. Cool. And I still remember
like that.
Just like that.
From shy to public speaker.
Yes.
Just got fed up, go for it. Cool, nice.
That's really cool.
I like that attitude. Very
the
good.
People were so helpful actually in the club. They supported me. And not only while giving feedback, also the first time I went to the club, they were very welcoming. They talked to me so happily and we are friendly. And then I decided, hey, this is the place. I want to stay there. And of course, the first speech I made, it was a catastrophe. Nobody said that. Everybody said, oh, it's good. Oh, super good. You can improve even better. And then, okay, I believed it was good, but I knew it was not.
Now that you have really learned and you got very good, now you look back and you say, oh my God.
Exactly.
But this is normal, right? I mean,
true.
Yeah, but this is really cool. Like you acknowledged something that you wanted to improve and you acted on it. I think that's super inspiring, actually, because a lot of people maybe, we know something that we are weak at, and we kind of just live our lives just believing that it'll always be like that, instead of doing something to change that. So that's really cool. And
interesting fact. What I read some time ago. what people are more scared of is talking in public more than death.
Death, yeah.
This is what they are people more scared of, talking in public. So crazy, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And I imagine that it was also good in terms of like meeting people in Munich, or like networking. And I think you said a little bit about also how that was what brought you from Sweden to Munich, like helped you find the job. And I don't know, I feel like networking is also some kind of core like focus area whenever you're moving to a new country. Do you feel the same, or how has been your experience with that, meeting people whenever you move to a new city?
That's true, actually. I used to also, especially in Munich, because in Sweden I was more busy with the study and my classmates, so I didn't have much problem. But here, when you come, you are working, and in the evening you are alone. And I went to many networking events as well. And yeah, okay, I talk to people for 5-10 minutes, and then we go, and the next meeting they come, they don't come, we don't make really
for me,
yeah. But when I went to Toastmaster, then I found the common ground with people, you know. Then they come regularly, and then you also make friends from this networking. And then, of course, like in Munich, there are 13 clubs, and these clubs go visit the other clubs, or there are events, and you get to know the other people from other clubs, which has the same interest as you have. Yeah. And then like this makes it even like
a big community, right? It's like a big community.
Exactly.
Yeah, of people who have the same goal somehow.
Exactly. That's the thing.
Do you do like some competitions or stuff like that with so many clubs?
We did competition. My last competition was 2019. Yeah. This is my medal from one competition.
Oh wow! Okay, can you show us? So you won actually.
No, I got the third place. Actually, just the first place went further.
Oh, but
third place is awesome.
Place is, yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Can we watch it sometime? Like, can people who are not part of the club actually watch the talks?
I thought you want to watch my medal.
You want to show your medal for sure.
No, I was joking. Yes, you can. If you are not a Toastmaster member, at the moment they conference. We call them conferences, and they have also competition inside. They are online, but some of them is for free. You can just go and see the smaller one, but for bigger one you have to. Yeah, for bigger one, I'm not sure. I think you should be a member and register. For the smaller one, you can just go there.
Yeah, because I imagine it would also be interesting to hear the topics of the people, because it will be a diverse set of topics, right? So it would be interesting.
If you are interested, if you're interested, actually, the higher level of competition are in YouTube. You can just search Toastmaster competition.
The worldwide, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, the worldwide. Yeah.
Cool, super cool. Yeah, I would definitely check that out. Let's talk about another, let's say, another interest of yours, which I heard about improv acting. So tell us about that. How did you get into it, or what motivated you to get into that? And how has it maybe improved your life?
It's an improv, so I take another character. What was your question?
What motivated you to get into improv acting or improv theater, and how has it maybe improved your life?
Toastmaster was not enough for me. Okay, I wanted more adrenaline in my blood. And Toastmaster has a structure, but improv gives you more. And after a while, I wanted something else. I wanted something that you can move like more freely. And I had let's say that I haven't said this anywhere before. I had a not super cool time in my life, and I had a dark time in my life. And I used to visit this psychologist, and she told me that it helps you to go do improv.
All right.
Like to impress yourself, to express yourself, to talk easier. And at that moment, I didn't really listen to her. But just some months after, I come that one improv guy came to our Toastmaster club and said, I have a workshop.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
try. I said, I'm going to try that now. And I tried that. And I love that.
So cool.
And I love that. Yeah. And then I stayed. I love that. And I stayed.
Actually, I also went with you twice. I really liked it, to be honest. I really liked it. It really got me off my comfort zone completely. But somehow I didn't follow up for timing issues and stuff. But I have to say, it's really cool stuff. It's funny, and it really gets you out of your comfort zone, which is always good. So thank you for that time when you invited me and shared that with me.
You're welcome. We can come again.
I probably will. Yeah.
Both of you.
Yeah, I want to try that. I actually heard about that, like using like theater also as a therapy for kids, for helping kids also develop their personality, giving them a platform to be able to express themselves. So I think it really works. But what I'm really inspired about is the way that you try new things, and somehow you experienced, you said you experienced some dark times, challenges, and then or you recognize some weaknesses, and you make an intentional decision that, hey, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try that. You don't always find the solution, but at least you're you're moving forward, taking steps. So that's super cool, actually.
Yeah, and you are awesome. I think you are a really brave person, because you are doing stuff which people normally don't dare to do, because it's really scary stuff. I mean, like talking in public or going to some place and start doing something crazy spontaneously, like, wow, I mean, this scares people a lot. So you are really brave, Meisam. Really.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So Meisam, I think we have there's so much to talk about, all your adventures. But maybe we save it for another episode also. I think all
Meisam part 2. Yeah. I'm already liking it.
Yeah. But maybe we can end with some advice for people. Let's start with advice for people who are moving abroad.
When you say advice for people, it reminds me of a grandpa giving advice.
Give us advice, please, Meisam. You have a lot of experience. We want to know about
your wisdom.
No, okay. Yeah, I think if you want to go abroad, the first thing is that learn the language. It helps a lot. And go. Okay, these things are internet everywhere. There are meetup, Facebook events, and I think it's super good to go and see people. If you're working somewhere, just don't go to work and spend the evening with your colleagues. I have people, they go to work and spend the evening with their colleagues, and then they are complaining, this is so difficult here to find friends for me. I'm saying, what do you do then, bro? Just come to a meetup for me. Just things like that. I think just try to mix to find your own group. And
not only go to meetups where you will just meet to drink, because you say that this is very inconsistent. You don't really, it's rare that you will make a group of friends, but some activity that people will engage more maybe, and you can make group and share the same interest.
Yeah. Remember how we met?
Yeah, we were playing kickball in the park. Yeah. So, and it was a meetup.
It was a
meetup. And actually we made a small group of guys out of there. Also, Ivan and Jackson, that maybe they want to also participate in some future episode.
Yes. No, but that's a really good point. I think I've also kind of observed that when you meet people around a specific activity or interest, then it also helps to get to know each other, and then this is where you build authentic relationships or friendships with people. Yeah, that's really good advice also. Cool. And what about advice for public speaking?
Just do that.
Getting out of the comfort zone.
Okay, then go to improv.
Yes.
Fine. There are many improvs around the world at this moment. Okay, I would say one of the positive aspects of this lockdown time is that I could attend many improv course online with a teacher that are not in Germany.
So you do online courses?
In English.
Cool.
In English, exactly. Then the teachers in the US, the teachers are in England, in Australia, and you can go visit them now because they have online courses. And I think if you want to get out of your comfort zone, you shouldn't do improv or Toastmaster. You need to find maybe your own thing. I don't know, but for me it was that, like, just go to Toastmaster. If you want to do public speaking, I really suggest to go at least to visit Toastmaster. You don't need to become a member. To visit them 2 times, 3 times. If you like them, you stay there.
That's good.
Or you are fed up of being shy and you want to remove this limit from your life, go there and people are really welcoming, and it feels like, oh my God, but it would be good.
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah,
Awesome.
maybe we try that. Cool.
Yeah. Or you can do something else that you are doing now. Create a podcast.
Yes.
The podcast.
Just to try.
Whatever
right?
makes you happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well, that
Awesome.
was super fun. Actually, we got to know a lot about you that we didn't know before. So thank you so much, Meisam, and
Thank you,
thank you
Meisam.
for sharing all your, like, let's say, life adventures and all the things that you've done to kind of continue to grow as a person and develop as a person. That's, like, I think something we should all kind of take away from this episode. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Meisam. It was great to have you.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Anna. That was great to be here.
Awesome.
Come back
See
for
you soon,
the
my
next
friend.
one.
Invite me, I will come. Invite me, I will come.
Yes, perfect. And maybe we do a sample of your improv skills.
Awesome.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Thank you for joining us at Merienda Stories.
Tune in next time for more stories. Real people having real conversations about real life.
Over a nice merienda. Gracias.
Maraming salamat. No. It has to be in front of you. Yeah, this. Down a bit. Like, no. The up, yeah, this is good.
Like this?
I think so, yeah.
Wait, and if it would be behind me, but like this?
Backlight is not good on camera. It should be front
Okay,
light.
Okay.
It should always be in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah, there, nice. Wow, nice.
Cheers.
Can I
And
start?
focus. Do you have the questions there? You are responsible for,
Yes.
you know, for the.
Yes. Yes. Can we eat?
Anna, look, leave some, make sure that you are not like this.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll just relax and be
No,
like
I'm not like this, Anna.
Yeah.
As you prefer, but make sure, be careful. Okay, a little bit of air.
As you prefer, but bam.
As you prefer, but do it right.
Hello,
Oh my
Meisam.
God.
You look great.
Yeah.
I said serious.
Wow. Like, oh my God.
I can change to
Like
normal.
No, it's good. It's
it
good.
looks like you are coming from a wedding.